Let me say that the plan has metamorphosed as opposed to change or to being abandoned um, by the fact that I found a more manageable way of achieving the same objective or pushing for the same ideals as I would have pushed if I was a presidential candidate. And that is by founding a party that is my platform of expressing what I believe in and the ideas that I would want to push in whichever government that I'm going to be part of. But I'm going to be part of a government, and my party is going to be part of a government. And in that government, we are not going to go there and do Hosanna for whoever is going to be president. We are going to agree on a set of values, on a set of principles, and a set of objectives that we would want to see carried forward. And that is very simple. The value, the principle of dignity of work, the principle of that we need to have free enterprise, and we need to have unity in diversity in this country. And to entrench this notion that the only way to get rich is working hard. The only way to get prosperous is working hard. There's no shortcut to getting, prosperous or wealthy or rich. And really, the only person who is, who can say, I make money is central bank. Those are the only people whom we have allowed to make money. Everybody else need to work in order to, to get prosperous or to get rich.
All right.
Yeah.
So now you say you're not going to vie, but you'll have other ways.
We have other ways because through the party now we can be able to push those three ideals that we believe in.
All right. Your party was recently registered by Register of Political Parties.
Yes.
So next year, are you going to field a candidate for presidency or?
Well, as of now, we are looking to work with other parties which are going to field candidates. But other than the presidential position, we are going to field candidates. As a matter of fact, we are, right now in the next 50 days, the first thing that we did after getting our certificate is to field a candidate in Eldas ward in Wajir and in Kiago ward in Meru County. So we are in the business of getting, winning elections, make no mistake about that, and nothing, absolutely nothing can remove us from that objective. And we ask for nothing but understanding that we have got an agenda and we have got some values we believe in, and our party is not just parties about getting power, it's about also pushing for things which values and ideals which are deeply seated within ourselves. Yeah.
All right. Mheshimiwa, you're known to be a supporter of Deputy President William Ruto.
Yes.
And we have no doubt that he has declared he's going to run for presidency under all cost.
Yes.
Are you still going to support him, or?
Well, I just say that it's not by accident that I work with the Deputy President. We share a lot of things. We are similar in so many ways. We differ on some few things, which is normal, in every democratic society. And in as much as that he is going to respect that diversity, that we see most things the same, but a few things we see differently, that we have got different means of achieving those objectives. He has chosen the UDA party as his chosen vehicle to achieve, whatever he perceives to be the common objectives. And I've chosen Chama cha Kazi to be that vehicle. But ultimately, the objective is the same. And as Paul says in the letter to Philippians, that people will preach the gospel for different reasons. But as long as all preach Jesus, it is all game. And that's how I see this. He will support the UDA party. I will push my ideals and principles of honesty, of work, of integrity, of unity and diversity through the Chama cha Kazi, as long as we have got mutual understanding of those respective positions. Then yes, I'm going to work with him and to actually support his presidential candidature.
You speak so well of Deputy President William Ruto, and yesterday President Uhuru Kenyatta was having an interview with editors, and he said he might as well resign because he criticizes the same government that he's serving in. What do you make of that?
I watched that interview. I think it was unfortunate, not just the speech, but also where we have come. And I say we are like children in a family where our parents have expressed irreconcilable differences, and that marriage is going to undergo a process of winding up. That process need not be rushed. It is going to take some 11 months until 9th of August next year. As children, what you're about to do is not to add fuel to the fire. Be understanding to your parents. Understand that those things happen in a marriage, in a relationship. Be understanding to both parents, and really avoid inflaming an already flammable situation by just giving them 11 months to wind up their relationship. Yeah.
But if you had a choice, would you really want them to reconcile now?
Obviously, yes. Obviously, yes. And personally, Njoki, personally, I when I saw that interview, and because I sit in that sort of unique position where William Ruto is my personal friend. I represent Uhuru Kenyatta in Parliament. He voted for me. I believe he voted for me because we are in the same party. So as that person who has got those two burdens, I'm going to do anything and everything within my disposal to ensure that, the winding up of that marriage or relationship is as less acrimonious as possible. And that is done with dignity and with mutual respect, and in a way that does not put us, their children, in an awkward situation. United for what? Is it united to have a one front to approach the 2022? Then I think in that case, it's not a must to invite William Ruto, because William Ruto is going to be on the opposite side of those people who are, being put into that bad wagon. Is it for the purpose of uniting the country? That's different. So we don't know. We don't know the purpose of whatever talks are going on in Mombasa. And since we don't know the objects, we cannot tell whether it is for purposes of winning elections or it's for purposes of bringing the country together. But I say this, uniting the country is not, nobody can claim that they have got the sole, the preserve, They reserve the rights to uniting the country. We should. I think we all wake up and we unite the country in our own different ways. And I'll say again, like St. Paul to the Philippians, they can preach it in Mombasa, they can preach it as Oka, they can preach it as Nasa, we can preach it as Taga Taga. As long as we are preaching the gospel, it's fair game. Nobody can say, I am the one whose version of uniting the country is better than yours. So we will compliment that and we welcome that. If it is for uniting the country, wherever I am going today, I'm going to unite the country. Yeah? So I think it all adds up. There's nowhere where, nobody has been, allocated the duty of uniting the country exclusively under our constitution. So let everyone, including yourself, go and unite the country in your own way, the best way you know how. Yeah.
To recent matters now that are shaping political landscape, the BBI judgment, the reggae stopped.
The reggae stopped because it was bound to stop. Yeah, the reggae stopped because, I look at this and I say, away from all the good things and the bad things, the content really, suppose everybody who is powerful and has the money and has the influence would wake up one day and decide on behalf of all of us 49 million idiots that this is the best way, that I will change the constitution because I mean well for you. Then the next guy comes with power, with money, with influence, does the same, and the next guy, and the next guy. And really, why I'm celebrating the judiciary, it's not to say that BBI was necessarily all bad, but I'm saying, it has put a stop. If reggae is about anybody just waking up and deciding that what I want for you is what is good, you don't know what is good for you, and I have the money, why would you take me? I have the power, why would you take me? I have the influence, what I do. Then if that is a reggae, then I think the judiciary was sent by God to zimmer the reggae. Yeah, we have got some good things there. But again, why can't we go to Parliament this afternoon? Yeah, and implement those things. Why can't we go to Parliament this afternoon and give the tax break for the young people? Why can't we implement my own prompt payments bill, which I passed in the National Assembly 2019, and it's stuck in Senate now for 2 years, and now it has come back to BBI. What stops us from increasing the allocation this afternoon to counties to 35%. Nothing really stops us. So just to give it some baptism name of BBI. So again, that is the other, soft underbelly that has been exposed by this. Now we are rushing to say, let's do it now in Parliament. If we really didn't want to mask some power grab through the BBI, we would have done this 2 years ago or 4 years ago. We wasted valuable time. Okay. Yeah.
Some have accused BBI proponents of not accepting divergent views, and that's why the BBI.
Absolutely. And you can see the language that was there from Bomas 1 to Bomas 2. Jeanette said at Bomas 2, oh, these guys were opposing, they are not, this baby, they can't hold the baby. It was not their baby. The sheer arrogance. And you contrast that with, 11 years ago, the Kibaki-led, initiative, which all of us found ourselves there. I was head of communication for the 2010, jointly with Salim Lon, in the secretariat. Salim Lon was, a deep ODM guy. I was a deep PNU guy. We worked together. That was real, unity of purpose, because, that time Kibaki and Raila had shown us a way of pulling the country together and moving in the same direction. Now compare that with now, which is take it or leave it, my way or the highway. Utadu.
You said not everything in the BBI that was bad. What are some of the good things that you would really want?
I want to see more allocation to the counties. I want to see that the prompt payment bill being implemented. I really want to see accountable ministers who are going to be members of parliament so they can be sensitive to the needs of people, as opposed to the current technocrats who have no idea about what the common Malanchi goes through. So those are things which I hope we can be able to salvage something one way or the other in the right way. Doesn't matter whether they are good things, they must be done by the right people, in the right way, for the right reasons. Now what we have found is few good things, many bad things. The wrong people tried to implement it. They tried to implement it in the wrong way and for the wrong reasons. We would want to see a change to that.
All right.
Thank you.
I think I'm done, not unless you have something else to
No, just wishing this country that we really